Yeah, well, retail media is already a $45 billion industry this year. And so we've come a long way really fast, but I'm more excited about the future and where we go next. So I see three really big growth levers. I don't want to ignore search because that's what got us here and that's still going to grow. But the three next growth levers I see are moving up the funnel into display, video, and streaming TV. The second one is the impact of offline attribution and sales data and how that changes the equation for how we measure the impact of retail media. And the last one is the rise of in-store retail media, which is the most nascent and I think maybe the biggest of all of those opportunities.
Interesting. Okay, so then let's start with that one. Talk to me about let's talk about the biggest first. Talk about the in-store phenomenon.
Yeah, well, so stores I think are the next major media channel. So I'm coming at this from the lens of not thinking through the lens of a retailer, but through the lens of a media company and an advertiser. So in-store audiences, right? This isn't just shopper traffic. These are eyeballs and audiences that can be reached with high quality, contextually relevant, brand safe, creative to reach people and shoppers at the moment near the point of purchase. And so I think there's an inclination to think about how does in-store advertising drive sales in store, and it will, so it's kind of a performance vehicle in that regard. But I like to think about the branding impact. So it's really branding first to me and performance. And I actually see it as something that with all these TV dollars that are trying to migrate because they need somewhere better to go, I see in-store as a media channel that can then soak up a lot of those dollars because it provides a lot of the same value proposition. Not the 30-second storytelling in the same way, but it can do a lot of the other things that TV does.
How do you, as a retailer, though, avoid overwhelming consumers in an already busy environment?
So I give the retailers a ton of credit because they will talk about customer experience first. So you don't want to turn off consumers, you don't want to get in the way of their shopping, but I think you can do it. First off, these are commercial environments and consumers are used to commercial messages to some extent. I think you can create and bring about great digital surfaces within the store, high quality, dynamic digital creative that doesn't overwhelm. I think most people's mind goes right to thinking about the Minority Report version, where you have these highly targeted, intrusive ads that are following people around the store. It shouldn't be that. Think of it as a scaled media channel, simple, high quality creative first. It's going to drive branding, it's going to drive performance, and then you can build in some personalization when the consumer opts in through a loyalty program or other avenues. But think mass media first.
We could talk about that one for days, but we don't have time. So let's talk next about measurement. So in-store measurement, I think specifically, right? Offline measurement?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a huge area of opportunity for brick and mortar retailers as they build their retail media networks in store. 85% of sales are happening offline. But this $45 billion industry we just talked about, it's all about online ads driving online e-commerce sales. What happens when we bring the other 85% of sales into the return on ad spend equation? Now, the lift, the effect on that bigger pool of spending might be more subtle, but it's influencing a bigger pool. So if your ROAS goes from $4 today, when you incorporate offline sales to $6 or $8, what do you think that's going to do to brand budgets and investment in the channel? So I think that if I were a retailer today, a brick and mortar retailer, I'd be working really hard to make sure that I had that offline sales data brought in for attribution in real time so that it could be optimized in real time just like digital.
There is so much work to be done there, and it feels like such an opportunity when still the lion's share of retail media spend is going to Amazon, right? So if you're Kroger, Albertsons, Walmart, or Target, and you have those in-store sales, access to in-store sales data, it feels massively important.
Now's their time because this is a competitive advantage that they have over Amazon. Not only can they deliver this in-store media, but the offline sales attribution. And Amazon Fresh, they are building this from the ground up the right way. It's going to be a compelling full funnel value proposition, but they're at 30 or 40 stores now, and they're slowing their roll for a bit. It's going to take them a while to get to that 500,000 store footprint. So right now, this is when brick and mortar needs to lean in.
Totally agree. Because again, they still command the lion's share of spend. Like, what is the competitive opportunity there? And then so now we're going to do the first one last. which is moving up the funnel, which of course is every retailer's dream if they're in the retail media space, to be able to get access to more and more kinds of dollars, right? So what are you seeing there?
Well, we're already seeing on-site, right? It started with search, then you have display and video units on-site, so it's moving a little bit up the funnel, but now it's moving to off-site. Off-site retail media is about 15% of the market opportunity today. It's going to keep growing. Actually, it's going to grow about 38% year over year, double what the rest of the retail media market's going to grow at. So that's where the growth is happening. And but the big opportunity that I see, though, in addition to activating in the open web environments, is streaming TV. That's a game changer. I mean, we're at a point now where TV has always been, the highest impact but least measurable medium, and all of a sudden we're going to start bringing in CPG purchase data, grocery purchase data, and being able to target those segments in TV-like environments and then measure it in a closed-loop fashion. I mean, that's an absolute game changer. So I'm really excited about that opportunity, and it's a huge pool of ad dollars that retailers can start to go after.
I think maybe yet another opportunity to try and head off some of Amazon's meteoric growth. I mean, they have the opportunity to do like fully closed loop advertising, scan a code, buy the thing from Amazon, right? So huge opportunity for other retailers to try and tackle some of that.
100%, and Amazon's moved, like they're acquiring their own inventory right now. So Amazon Thursday Night Football, they're going to acquire sports rights. They're going to open up more inventory, but inventory is the constraint, and it's going to take some time. Retailers have an opportunity to plug into, if you're Walmart, the trade desk and get access to streaming TV inventory. Kroger and Roku are partnering. So there's all these kind of retailer media partnerships. So the inventory is already there. Another opportunity to strike.